I've just walked back to the cars. Ow, rocks. It's quite a walk back.
Ek het 'n stukkie duct tape vir jou.
Good morning and welcome to another video. Today we are in Calitzdorp. We are here and I'm here to help this guy over here, Rinus. He from Rockstar Adventures. He's been helping in a project here for Voer vir die Boer, which is a charity project to help the farmers here with the droughts they've been having for the past 8 years. And he's making some content for them to help create awareness and supporting the charity, which they can use for marketing and awareness, like I said. So I'm here to help him film some content. So I tagged along this weekend. I do not know much about what's happening. I'm literally just tagging along. We are currently at Karoowater Resort and they are deflating tires and just chatting to the people at the back there. And we are now going to go up the mountain on one of the farmlands, up to the top, and have a viewpoint picnic at the top there. No idea what the day has for us, no idea how the route looks up there, if it's a 4 route or the sorts, but they said it has been washed out a little. So far the road here has been very muddy. We came through yesterday, we drove through Wyksdorp, we drove a lot of gravel roads, had some water crossings, which was really fun. But let's get going on the road, see how it is. I hope there's a lot of mud. They said they scraped the road a bit where it was really badly washed out, so hopefully that scraping has made the sand soft and nice and muddy, which I'm excited for. But let's get going up the mountain and then we'll stop at the picnic point at the top there. Let's go. Right over there we have our braai spot. We made it up the mountain. We stopped at a dam which I wasn't here last time. Rinus was here last time, but apparently the dam was empty or nearly empty, and now this dam is very full. So there's actually a road that's supposed to go around the edge of the dam, but it's been flooded because of all the water. And it's amazing to see how green this area has become and how much water is lying around. A lot of the dams are full. There's water flowing through from the mountains into the dams. It's very cool. So we've all stopped here on top. It was quite a drive up. It wasn't too tricky, but there were some tricky bits that were interesting to get up. Very rocky terrain. But yeah, we've come to the top of the mountain, or just over the top. We're going to stay at a braai here. This is our lunch stop, so to say. 1 o'clock-ish, our lunch stop. Quick braai here with everyone. And now, after this, we are going to head back down to Karoowater again. Again, I don't know how the road looks down, so we'll see how that goes. And then at Karoowater, they're hosting like a little get together with all the farmers in the area. Is going to come together. There's a scop spit going to happen over there, so it's going to be a fun night tonight. Wat's fout, Rinus?
My olie lig hier dan gekom. So
ek het 'n stukkie duct tape vir jou. Even verduidelik hoe het laas jaar gelyk het teenoor hoe dit nou lyk.
Laas jaar, dis 'n handomkeer. I mean, jy kan nou sien hoe lyk dit hierso. Hierso is lande wat besproei is seker, ek weet nie. Maar daar was 'n kloofie daar waar ons vandag gery het wat Herman vir my gesê het, kyk hierso, hierdie doringbome, akasia bome, was vrek. Weet hoe vrek 'n doringboom? So het dit gelyk. Dit was net langs die rivier, is so die drone shots. Net langs die rivier kan jy sien daar's 'n groen band. Maar hierdie jaar, jy sien daar tot daar bo op die berg is dit groen, jy kan sien. En jy kan sommer sien met die mense se jy weet as jy met hulle praat, kan jy sommer sien daar's weer hoop. En dis vir my so great om dit te sien. Maar ons kon toe dan nou 'n paar rand bymekaar kry en toe begin die reën. Toe begin dit reën. Toe sê die ouens hier vir my nou, ons het nie nou meer voer nodig nie. Nou is daar ouens wat diesel nodig het, want hulle het fisies nie geld om diesel in trekkers te gooi om die lande te bewerk en te saai nie. En toe het ons net eenvoudig daai geld, want die geld is net alles in 'n agri-rekening inbetaal. So dit gaan nie deur enige van ons hande nie. En daarvan het hulle toe diesel gekoop vir die ouens en ja, en diesel gegee.
It's amazing how green the scenery has become. Rinus from the Rockstar Adventures, he asked me to tag along and to help him film some video content. He was here last year ago to assist with this project. So the person you just heard speaking in the video is Davy. He was the initiator for this project to help bring awareness and support to the farmers that were struggling with the drought. They've been struggling about 7-8 years with the drought over here, and this year is the first year they've got a proper amount of rain and things are going better so far, touch wood. But yes, Rinus from Rockstar Adventures was here last year. He made a whole video of how it looked here last year and how they supported the whole project. So if you want to see more information or see more content, go over to his pages, Rockstar Adventures. I'll link it all in the description below. Or if you have questions, just comment in my video below and then he will respond, or I'll forward it on to him. So I'll try and find him and get him on the camera as well. But yes, it was an awesome day out. Perfect weather. The route up was actually quite tricky. It was very rocky up the hill, but it was fun. We really enjoyed it. That picnic spot at the top was absolutely amazing. It was so peaceful, so quiet, and it's just amazing out here. A really tough community and an awesome community that stands together. So it's really cool to see everyone. They're down there in the lapa next to the screaming parakeet. They are there braai-ing a sheep for everyone. Going to have a festive night tonight. So let's head down to the lapa over there and enjoy a social night with everyone else. There's Rinus, so let me quickly get Rinus on camera before he disappears. Rinus!
Hi guys, I'm Rinus from Rockstar Adventures. So this is now the second year in a row that we've been part of the Feed for a Farmer charity drive that Davy and them organized. And last year we were here when they were pretty much at the worst of the 7-year drought that they experienced. So everything was extremely dry, as you could have seen from my previous videos, which I'll link down in the comments below, so you can go view those. Just to see the difference. There's a lot of shots that we took today, and it's pretty significant to see how everything changed. The whole landscape changed, everything changed, because there's actually colors in the valley. I mean, last year when we were camping and staying here at Karoowater, you couldn't hear any of the rivers, everything was dry. this time we actually got here, and last night we were sitting around the fire and I heard this constant noise, and I actually thought it was the wind blowing through the trees, but it turns out it was actually the river that was flowing for the first time in, what is it now, 8 years. So yeah, so it's really something special to be a part of this. So obviously we did all the media, so Rockstar Adventures did all the media coverage for the whole charity drive since we started with it last year. So it was a privilege to be a part of that and to do it for all these guys, to create some exposure and also to try and get as many donations as possible. So we really did make a difference this year. Pretty much sure Davy and they mentioned it as well, but the initial plan was to once again collect money for feed. So it actually turns out that the lands are now green, so there's enough feed for the animals and for the sheep and for the ostriches and all that. So we actually turned the money around and we donated towards diesel for the farmers, so they could basically took their trucks and everything and fill it up with diesel, and that really helped them out a lot. And I mean, you can see the significant difference in the valley. But yeah, it was an honor, it was a privilege, and we really hope to do it again in the near future. Cheers, guys.
Good morning and welcome to another day. We are finished at Calitzdorp and Ziggy and I are going on one more night. We want to spend it, we don't know yet actually, because the campsite we want to stay at there's a river crossing that's too deep, or we don't know how it is. The farmer just says he's not going to attempt it with his vehicle, but I have no idea how deep it is. He sent me a video, I can't see on the video how deep it is. So our plan is to get there and then just to scout it out, and if we can stay there, we can stay there. If not, we have to make a plan B. But we're sitting with another problem. Look here. This is like 5 kilometers outside of Calitzdorp, and this is now the problem we're facing. And I can drive on this section, but I can't see where the road goes after around the corner and how wide this river is. So the plan now is to take off my drone and just fly that direction, just to see where the road leads to and how much the water is flowing that direction. Okay, drone is not working, so there's some sort of weird signal interference here, so the drone does not want to fly. It's just giving me lag. So doing it the old school way, which is walking it. So let's see where it goes and how it is. Pretty shallow at bits, still about ankle deep. Problem is there, I can't see what's going on there. And it's flowing very strong, you can see how strong it's flowing. Yo, this is a very long stretch, and now it's getting deeper. Still still under my knees, quite a bit under my knees, but that bit over there is the interesting bit. So let's see. It's freezing cold as well, absolutely freezing cold. Da da da, taking it. It's very slippery underneath. Still not too deep. It's about, I don't know, how deep is that? Half a wheel. The only thing is you can't see these little divots. Right, you can see, left you can't. Yeah, it's doable. Let's see this bit though. Here it goes up. Ah, there we go. Okay, now let's see what happens here. Okay, so no more cement under me, it's all rocks. I just walked it. I spent about 4 minutes walking this thing now. It is a very long piece of water, but it's not higher than my knee, not deeper than my knee. Deepest point is about this much from my knee. Ow, and it's a very rocky bit. Ow, I'm walking now, so it's a bit sore barefoot. Concrete all the way until the last 300 to 300 meters. So I'm going to drive it. It is drivable, it's not too strong. The deepest bit where I'm standing now, if I keep to the right hand side or left hand side, I'm going to be driving it. It's shallower, right hand side is deeper, but again it's still all under my knee, and the ground under me is hard. It's rocks, it's not soft, bit of soft patches, but it's not muddy, it's just the rocks moving about. So I'm going to drive it out. There is a road around. Ouch, rocks. The strongest current is on the cement concrete bit, but then it's shallower than where I am now. So yeah, it's drivable, nothing too risky. It's still a lot of water, so it is a risk, but I think it's drivable, so let's do it. Now I've just walked back to the cars. Ow, rocks. It's quite a walk back. There we go, we made it across. Someone was not as lucky as we did, so it's not ours, it's a random number plate. So I'll chuck that in the back of my bakkie. But this is what I want to show you, what is so dangerous about river crossings. Look at this hole over there where my shadow is now. There, I actually don't know how deep it is. Let's see. It looks very deep. Ooh, yeah, that's very deep. That is very deep, and if that was underwater you won't see a hole like that and you'll end up in it. My wheel should fit over that, but still, that's the dangers of river crossings. I walked it, I was in low range, my tires are at 1.5 bar, they are deflated. low range and diff lock on just for safety's sake. Just kept a constant flow of a little bow wave in front of me, and we pushed through. But again, it wasn't that deep. My running boards are barely wet, or rock slides are barely wet. Wasn't that deep. The current was strong, but on the shallowest point, or one of the shallowest points. So we're through. So onwards we go to Rooibergpas. My plan was to camp at this, what's the place called? Bushcamp. Nona Rose, I think. The name is further back, I can't remember the name now. But the farmer said, or the owner of the venue said, we are welcome to come camp here. We've been chatting for about a week now, but it's if we can get there. So let me show you, let me turn you around again. That is our issue we have. So the campsite is there, just up this hill, literally just up this hill is the campsite. But we've got another water crossing. Now, like I said, we've been chatting for about a week, me and the farmer, and I think it was deeper, you can see the marks over here. He did not want to attempt to cross it, and he thinks it's too deep. But I'm just going to walk it, see how it is. If we can get through it, it'll be so awesome to get to that side. But if not, then there's a place just further back we can camp. It's going to be a wild camp, the ablutions are on that side. So let's see, I'm going to walk it, see how deep it is, and maybe possibly attempt it. If not, we'll have to backtrack. So we had one big water crossing this morning, and now here's our second one. So let me quickly walk it and see how deep it is. Ooh. Okay, just checking there's nothing in my pockets. Okay, it's above my knee. My voice is disappearing because it's very cold as well. It's above my knee. There we go. It's not too bad, but it is pretty deep. So it's yay much. Oh, that sounds bright. It's yay much above my knee, and the current isn't too strong, but it is. I hope there was a branch I just kicked, not a fish. Something moving under my feet. So yeah, it's above my knee level, both sides. It's hard rock underneath, and it's not flowing too strong. So I think it is possible, but it is very deep. So let's see. I'm going to attempt it. I think it's attemptable. I must just keep to the left, to the right a bit, and then we shall drive it. I just hope it doesn't raise overnight. Yeah, I think it's doable. It's a bit deep, ow, and rocky, but at least it's not soft mud underneath. So I think let's give it a go. We made it through the river crossing. It was above my knee. You can see my pants are still wet. It was about this deep. So it wasn't too deep and the river wasn't flowing strong. There was a current, but it wasn't too strong, and the surface underneath was rocky, a bit of sand, but not muddy or slippery or like soft. So we made it through. It actually was a lot easier than I anticipated. I had it in low range with diff lock on, and my tires are at 1.8 bar, just for safety's sake. And yeah, we made it to the this is the Nona Rose Bushcamp. I said that name wrong earlier. So this is such a beautiful place. First time here. Like I said, I've been in discussion with the farmer for about a week, trying to figure out if we can make it here or not. And then this morning he said it's still too deep for him to attempt it, but I'm more than welcome to come and see if I can make it and give my own opinion. So like I said, I walked it, saw how deep it was, saw the surface underneath, and then decided it was safe enough to do so, and I made it through. I don't have a snorkel yet, so I must be careful of wading depths. But like I said, it was just above my knee. I told myself if it's thigh height or higher, then I won't attempt it, and it was just below thigh height, so it was doable for me. And look at this, it is so cool. So we're the only people here because the campsite is technically closed, as nobody can actually reach it or he doesn't want to open it. But there's the boma over there, and he can't get you either, so he can't get you to see what condition the thing is in. So this was kind of a gamble for us, but it's a cool adventure. So there's the boma. Ablutions over there, there's two sets of ablutions. You've got this beautiful green grass with all these little, I think it's acacia thorn trees. No, they're not. There are a lot of thorn trees around. Are they? I don't know, can't tell. Looks like they're thorn trees, it's just out the thorns at the moment. Beautiful place here, you can park quite a few cars over here. And you've got this awesome valley or cliff behind me, and the river just down to the right of me. So yeah, beautiful spot this. Like I said, we're the only people here tonight, and we're gonna set up our camp inside the boma again, just because it's more convenient. It's misting a lot in the mornings in winter times, so everything is soaked from last night. So we decided just to head up under the boma where it's nice and dry, get a fire going and get things going. So yeah, it was a good trip. We came over Rooibergpas. I've driven that pass before, but it's a beautiful pass as always. Then we went through from Wyksdorp, did a quick stop there. Awesome little town, that little hidden gem of a town. Then we came through Heidelberg, quick coffee stop there, and now we are here at Nona Rose Bushcamp. There we go. So we're spending the night here, and then tomorrow the plan is to head back, if the river hasn't risen then, hopefully not, is to head back and go over Malgas Pond. That is the reason I'm driving this route around from Calitzdorp, is I haven't been over the Malgas Pond since it's been redone. So for now, we're going to set up camp and spend the night here. Morning. It is another misty morning. We are here at Nona Rose campsite. It was a beautiful night last night. This is a beautiful campsite. I highly recommend coming to visit here. We did not have blitz last night, so we had to start our fire with Doritos. Luckily we had a pack of Doritos in the car and that worked. So we had some nice food on a warm fire in the boma over there. And yeah, it's like I said, another misty morning over here. The winter mornings these days are nice and misty, so can't really see the cliff over there that nicely. But we are going to head out now and make our way to Malgas Pond, where we're going to go over the pond. So we might as well get going. There isn't much to see here with the mist, and it seems like the mist is going to stay here still a while. So let's get going. there you go. This is where we'll call the end to our adventure. We just came over the Malgas Pont or ferry. It's a very cool. I've never driven over it with my own vehicle. I've only been over it with other people and never, like I said, driven myself over it. Excuse the dogs. And this is also the first time I've been over with the new diesel powered pont or ferry. They used to have at the back over there is the old one. It was hand driven. So it was cables going over and then you have people pulling the vehicles across. So this one is the first time experiencing this. It's quite interesting and it was fun. It was a short drive from the bush camp we were at to here, just some nice farm roads we drove, nothing too hectic. Now we made it over and this is where we will end our video. It is now just a straight dart back home and so that's why this will be the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned some new places. Everywhere I was now was basically new except this, but it's a new experience with a diesel engine anyway. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll link some of the description of some of the places in the description below. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Cheers. What's fout, Rinus?
My olielig het dan gekom.
So you might have just heard, sorry, the parakeet is over there. You might have, oh, it's very rocky, ouchie.
Die hebben ook een feit dat je dat gebeurt. Dat kan niet doen. Misschien